Hi guys, today I have a game for you in my Tier 7 Premium US Battleship, the California. Now, the one thing you gotta, well, the two things you gotta remember about this ship is it doesn't do anything fast. It ain't getting anywhere fast and it ain't doing anything fast. We're gonna have a very slow start, but a very strong finish. Now, the reason you guys saw my in-game stats for the ship is one, because I keep my stats hidden because I can't stand matchmaking monitor and the toxicity that brings to the game. But the reason I showed that is because of some jerk in game calls me out when I go and people say this is a bad ship, and he makes the comment, "Oh, this is probably your best game ever." Yeah, right. Just because I've got hidden stats doesn't mean you're a bad player. Always assume somebody's good until proven otherwise. What I'm going to do early in this game is going to be very debatable amongst the upper echelon of the players. But at the same point, somebody's got to do the dirty. And it's usually other people that are willing to do the dirty. And when I say do the dirty, just do the spotting. Get the caps. Don't get the damage. Smoke somebody up. Play for the team. I'm not saying you're upper echelon of players, i.e. your super unicums, don't do this, but they view it as they're the ones that are going to win the game or not. Now you gotta remember, these are 14-inch guns at tier 7, right? So in essence, what you've got to think is these are tier 4 guns at tier 7s when most things are running 16, 15-inch. Like, they have bigger guns than you. Now, I am top tier, so this is definitely helping me out. But in my Conqueror replay, I showcased a little AP use. But in this ship, you have to be conscious of your ammo selection. And somebody in Zat's stream the other day, just like a week ago, called me out for shooting HE instead of AP. I'm shooting at bowing ships. I have zero chance of ever penning. Why do I want to shoot AP? Yes, some of those shots initially are going to do damage, but guess what? You know what's going to do damage? Shoot, so is the fires. Tier 4 guns fires burn just as good as tier 10 guns. Now, I'm making my way to the 9-10 line because I kind of want to get an angle. Really what's going to happen is hopefully the Fuso and myself are going to have cross-shots, but I immediately start turning to start kiting. Our DD's staying on cap for whatever reason, and I see a York coming. These shells are going to have a hard time going through a York. This guy's actually actively maneuvering. And I guarantee you, one of these assholes is running matchmaking monitor, and the only reason I know that is because of comments at the end of the game. And this is the part of you got to do the dirty. There's a Kirov, a York, a Congo, and a Sinop, along with the DD. Our DD, in essence, is just stalling the cap. Now there's the Arizona. We have the Kone coming over here. We have most of the enemy team. We've already lost 2 of our ships. It's up to the guys on the other side to, in essence, win this game. They only have, 4 ships? If the other guys can win the other side and we stall and hold these guys, we can win this. Now, what I am doing is I'm actually stopping the York from pushing around. yes, 3,000 damage, but what's going to happen is the guy's going to get really close to the island, and I've already shot the AP once at this guy, so this guy's going to want to stay angled. He knows the destroyers. There's no way he doesn't. He doesn't want to push around because he's either going to get blamed by battleship shells or by DD torpedoes. Now, he tried to torp the guy, like, I don't know why. There's no way those torps were meant for me. But you can see I'm only going quarter speed. We still have a Grass B and our Fuso over here. I am, in essence, holding 4 ships from pushing around the corner, along with the destroyer. Him and me are holding up 4 ships. 2 ships are holding up 4. Our Fuso's just going in to try to be a bully, which means he's going to get focused on by these guys, so he's an inconvenience. I'm sure our Grass Bay is trying to help, but really what's stopping these guys is... Oh, well, looks like the inconvenience might actually be doing something, and that was because of the DD Torps. DD is actually holding a fairly strong position. Now, just like I said in my Salem game, just because it works here doesn't mean it's going to work on another one. If they all decide to rush that corner, they're probably going to lose 1 ship, but they're going to take over that corner. Now, I was hoping that these shells would come down and land on this guy and get a citadel, but he's just a little bit too close to the island. So I switched back to my HE. I recognize the situation. The only thing I'm going to hit on that guy is his superstructure. The other thing is the Synop is right there. And like I said, these guys are... There's no way the York's Hydro isn't going. You know, I don't understand why the enemy DD hasn't taken up a more aggressive position, smoked up and started shooting this guy while he's clearly spotted. Because the Grass Bay is not in a really good position to where if the DD pushes up around from behind the guy to get shots in, I'm definitely not. But you can see the York is playing, you know, back and forth, and he's too close to the island for my shells to be effective. Now it looks like we're going to win the other side. So it's just a matter of how long can we hold out. And this is what I mean. Sometimes you just have to sit here and do the dirty. I'm really not getting any damage. I'm really not in the most advantageous spot. But the Shiratsu took a little bit, what I would say, too long to get in a position to shoot at the DD. He spotted for whatever reason, and I don't think it's 6 kilometer hydro. So, I don't know why, but you can see these guys are finally starting to, like, you know what, they have to go for it. The DD's too low. As I managed to finish taking out their York. Now, I don't know why the Graf is not shooting at the DD, possibly doesn't have shots, but at this point I'm thinking, okay, well, we've held D long enough. The Graf finished off the destroyer, perfect. Now nobody has destroyers. Now I'm keeping the HE loaded because, you know what, burn things down. But I see an Omaha on cap. What's an Omaha? An Omaha's a floating citadel. I know 14-inch shells will go right through it. How do I know that? Because I played my Arkansas Beta and I've deleted them when they show me broadside. It doesn't have the armor to hold up to it. It's the tier 6 and tier 7s that I may run into difficulty. Tier 7s I definitely will run into difficulty. But instead of going through another reload, I'm just going to fire my front 2 guns. And I'm like, okay, the guy's angled just a little bit. He's getting behind the island, get some resets. And you know, kind of seeing what else I need to shoot at. Like, I'm recognizing that the guy's going to be hidden for a minute as thankfully, we've won the A side, but we're losing our Gibby cap as one of our battleships is the one capping A. And I only fire my rear 2 turrets at him, and then I'm going to fire my front turrets at this gentleman. And the reason for that is because I need to maximize my damage output. I need to do as much damage as fast as I possibly can with a horrible reload against as many targets as I can. And if I can get DCPs out and just burn them, I will be fine. It's at this point when I go, okay, the Omaha just needs to be done, get out of my life. He's shooting at me, he's out in the open. I will be able to see him, he's not going to go dark. So I switch to my AP. Of course, as we wait for an eternity for these guns to load, I noticed that my AG actually knocked out his engines, and this guy didn't repair. Why? I don't think I set a fire. Like, looks like the only damage done to him was me. So, I mean, his DCP's got to be available. He's definitely showing me enough side to boom, kaplow.
We've destroyed an enemy
2 citadels, 2 pens, 5 open pens. Gone, devastating straight. And I know this because I treat these guns as their tier 4 guns. I know I can delete that guy if he's broadside. I can delete any cruiser if it's broadside, but I need a broadside cruiser. I don't want to take the chance of something being able to bounce my shells nose in, and most of the time I'm not going to have an issue. It's until I get to really the 7s and the 8s that these shells just don't work as well. I had the HE loaded because I wasn't sure what I was going to be going up against. I didn't know if it would be the Arizona or if it was the battleship, so I went with the safer choice of HE in case something is pow onto me. I had the right ammo. Hitting this guy with HE wasn't the worst thought in the world, but I'm going to show an awful lot of side guys to get all my guns because I want that guy dead. And I know I was broadside. Oh, look. 2 citadels, 2 pens, and another dev strike. All because of ammo choice and target selection. You guys have to be fully aware of what you're shooting at. The other thing that made me feel safe about going full broadside against that guy is the Arizona did shoot HE at me. So I'm like, well, maybe he's got HE loaded. And if he's going to switch to AP in the middle of a reload, I have plenty of time to turn. 3100, guys. Angled Arizona. Easily bounce my shells. This is why you use HE against Bowen battleships running this ship. Even at tier 10, guys. It's ammo selection. And target selection is, target selection is going to choose ammo selection. Ammo selection will also choose target selection. But I mean, we can see I'm out of heals. I've used them all. I've used every single one. Look, I did about the same amount of damage with HE on that guy. So, like, anybody trying to tell me wrong ammo choice is just silly in my eyes. I did about the same amount of damage. That guy isn't broadside enough for me to do significant damage. The one nice thing about this ship is that, man, it turns very well. Which allows you to do the little wiggle here. Get all the guns to bear, and then turn so you're angled up. Now, unfortunately, that guy was turning, and, like... Why are you showing broadside to another battleship, dude? Why are you ignoring me? Like, I don't get what this Arizona was doing. I do believe he was angled up enough against the Koenig, but now he's showing broadside, and you can see that just by the minimap. He's broadside, enough. Now, I had the AP loaded in the hopes that this Arizona was actually going to turn out, but luckily for me, the grass spay
Battle
decided to
ends
show
in
up.
5
And,
minutes.
I gave him a little bit too much lead. I'm keeping the AP loaded because, you know what, the guy is full health enough. If the Arizona does want to turn, I will have the right ammo choice. But, you know, the Graf is kind of getting at max range. He's going in and out. But he's still the right ammo choices. Now he turns in. Like, ugh. Damn you, cruisers. But I switched back to the HE. Why? Because my target was going to be the Arizona. Bow in. He shows no signs of turning. And HE's the right choice. I can't stress this enough, guys. Target selection is going to choose your ammo selection. If the Grasp wasn't spotted and I still had AP loaded, I would just shoot the AP at this guy just to clear my guns, just to have the HE loaded for the follow-up rounds. Now, if I had my AP loaded, I probably would have selected the Graf for my thing. But you can see, look, the Arizona is, you know, uses DCP. Oh, guess what, guys? I guarantee you, by the time these guns are loaded, his DCP is going to be down. As long as these things, and that's how you got to think about it too. Like, if you play a British battleship, dude, you know, you get the 2 fires, you get a follow-up, there's a good chance you're going to get a good perma-fire on the guy. Oh, look, 2 fires, perma-fires. The other thing, guys, I made 13,000. Let's just round it up to 14,000. One person is shooting at me. The Arizona stopped shooting at me to shoot at the Koenig, who is still alive. They had the advantage of, he could have angled up against that guy and shot me, but instead they decided to go after that guy as the guy finally showed me enough side to where AP was going to be the right choice.
Destroyed.
But they just gave up shooting me. I don't understand why. Guys, you see a target this low, you've got to finish it off. Don't go after things that have more health, things that are better angled. It's a waste of time. That guy clearly knows he has HE because he was using it earlier. Grass B isn't going to last very long because, you know, what is it, 2v3? One of them being a KGV, which is beyond known for shooting HE. Look, broadside target. AP is the right choice. High caliber Confederate. Granted, I'm going to say it again. I recognize the situation of I am top tier. So I can be way more liberal with my AP as I normally would be. The guy gets lucky. You know, yeah, I got lucky. I had 2 million potential damage. I used all my heals. I got lucky that I got 4 kills, 5 citadels. Okay, I got lucky with 9 fires. But I got lucky that I stayed alive. The only part that made it lucky was they decided not to shoot me. Why? Because I wasn't giving them good targets to shoot at. Beyond that, how is this luck, guys? You don't accidentally do 160k damage, 2 dev strikes, a high caliber and Confederate because of luck. And he says, oh, look, says the hidden. Oh, he's got hidden stats. Can't count out guys who have hidden stats. Yeah, enjoy what is probably your best game ever. This is the guy who set me off to put this replay off to the side to say I'm going to showcase this one. This guy ain't going to last long. It's 300 HP. I've definitely got HE loaded. Now, I do hope you guys enjoyed this replay. Please let me know if you like me showing my ship stats on the ship at the beginning of the video along with the captain skills, just so you guys can get a glimpse of how much I do play a ship or don't. Whether or not my babbling is actually worthy of your viewership. Now, I do hope you guys did learn something, and like I said, I've got a thing between my battleship gameplays, which next one will be Montana. Ammo selection, guys. The days of just AP are gone. You got to use the right ammo for the right situation. Please remember to compliment good team play, good teamwork, good team play, because we are quick to report, slow to compliment. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and have yourselves one heck of a great day.